All right, hello everyone. Here we are back for hole 9 here. Now what I'm going to do here is royal ball, a pock 4, and hammerhead here. So hopefully we can get a favorable wind here. I'm thinking, anything that's not a 12 would be nice. So there's an 11. Should be good. And when I go full here, you see what this looks like first off. Just going to add a little bit of percentage here. 7.5 rings. So somewhere down here right in the beginning of the water. And what I'm going to do just to try to get it back as left as possible is use full curl. It's not necessarily, requirement. Oh, wow. So good ball is going to push it right over towards the edge. It looks like there. It doesn't, it just gets me a lot closer to the edge than I'm trying to do. And that's one of the reasons that I'm trying to cut it back over there harder, is to kind of avoid that edge. So what you're seeing me do is I'm aiming at least 3 to 4 rings on my start point to the right of that rough edge. Now, if you wanted to do this with normal, iPhone curl, for instance, it'll be, you'll have to get a little bit closer to that fairway than I'm doing it. But here you can see, no harm, no foul. One of the things that's good is when you miss, I'm almost aiming for, great ball left, because when you over curl it, it just kind of resists coming back. So, a good ball to the left isn't going to be like a good ball to the right. So let's take a look at this shot here. As, ideally what I'm going to try to do is kind of a precision shot that's going to basically roll through this rough. So I'm going to put it right towards the top edge here, and then hopefully play right around 12 or 13 rings. So let's just see what this looks like. I think it's somewhere right around here. And we'll just be able to go for a perfect ball. See if I can clip it. Nope, that's too much. But should be, hopefully, a relatively easy bunker shot from here. It's not too big of a deal when you get it up here by the hole. And that's one of the reasons that you see me getting as aggressive as I do. Because it's much better to be up there by the pin than it is to miss and potentially hit that other bunker or whatever. You can see that I can easily get up to this bunker. And the only thing that I'm going to try to do in this situation, when I'm up here this close, is a dunk. And hopefully you have, a high enough, maybe like a Malibu or something you can bring. I have Spitfire 5. It should probably be the minimum. And you can see that kind of one ring fits inside the hole, which pretty much means with a solid ring play here, if I'm able to, play this wind perfectly, that I can hopefully, catch a great ball on each side and it'll still catch the cup. But it will require just kind of precision on your ring play to be able to do this. And also setting your power is going to be very important. So here you see a great ball to the left, and it just catches the left edge of the cup, kind of just like I was mentioning. So, and you can see how much wind I played. It wasn't very much. And it'll just give you that little bit of extra. And that's one of the reasons that I was mentioning, the mistake that I made isn't detrimental. And not enough people understand, the benefit to that dunk shot there. They'll try to hit the fairway bump. They'll hit a great ball to the left or the right, and it'll actually deviate much more, because not only does it deviate from the beginning, but then the rollout also deviates. So they'll try to do some kind of top spin, and then they won't have enough precision to actually catch the cup because it'll end up lipping out on the left edge, for instance, in that situation. So, you know, good luck with your guys' rounds. Let me know how it goes. Hopefully you guys found these guides beneficial. And, you know, even playing with the earlier clubs here, there's no reason that you can't. It easily put up, you know, the 12, 13 under number. You see that I was able to pitch in hole 7. With getting 7 and 9, you know, I should get 2 at least. So that's, I'm still already at minus 12. And, you know, this, and that's with making nothing. So, and there's no reason that I can't add extra shots here. 5's going to be very makeable. 1's very makeable. There's, you know, of course, I've showed you, you know, 2 or 3 par 3s right on the edge already. So if I already have them dialed in and it's only Tuesday, obviously, you know, there's going to be room for improvement. And I do consider probably, you know, minus 24 as being something that's going to be highly competitive. You're going to be easily into the, you know, top 15 or so scores with minus 24. So there's no reason that anybody can't play this setup. It's a very fair setup. So, you know, I do want to just kind of, you know, go on record and let you guys know that if you're thinking about making the bump up, you know, it's just going to take some rehearsals more than anything and being able to follow this guide. And there's no reason that any bag, I don't care if you had extra mile 4, that you can't come in here and at least be competitive to where you could just, because, I mean, let's look at, you know, some holes here. You know, you could just, for instance, not go forward on 7. You could just kind of lay up. And similarly with 5, I mean, there's no overpower on the drive on 5 whatsoever. So we're talking about 2 holes that most guys aren't getting anyway, that you can just kind of play a little bit different and hopefully be able to, you know, crank out an eagle anyway. Hopefully with that second shot, you'll be able to put some topspin, kind of similar to what I was mentioning yesterday, to where you could, you know, drive hole 5, get it up to that same pitch spot as these guys with these crazy drivers, and, you know, you're at that same second shot as they are. So, very fair setup on this one, and no reason with some, you know, strategic layups and well-executed shots, you can't really put yourself in a good position. You know, definitely for a top 10, but even perhaps, you know, with a very sound round, with a POC 4 here, I could end up winning this weekend. It's just going to require, you know, a lot of focus and no mental mistakes, because it is just a little bit tougher. Hole 2 is tougher. Hole 7 is tougher, because I don't really have that range and I kind of have to kind of cheat the length and distance, and with a little bit less accurate driver, I'm definitely at a disadvantage, but no reason come weekend that you can't pull that shot off 2 times, you know. You only have to do it twice. So no reason that can't happen. Good luck with your guys' rounds, and see you guys next time for some more guides.